Welcome to British Cook. Today we're doing British Royal picnic sandwiches. In this video I'm specifically going to be covering the beef and horseradish sandwich. I know, it doesn't sound complicated. Get this method right and you'll never try any other way. I bet you didn't know that the sandwich is actually a British invention. How cool is that? Invented by the 4th Earl of Sandwich in the 1790s. This extremely wealthy Earl had been spending a lot of time, spending a lot of money, doing a lot of things he shouldn't be doing. He requested that some cold beef be brought to him between 2 pieces of bread. And thus the traditional British sandwich was born. If you want to know how to make a delicious, crunchy beef and horseradish sandwich just like this one, a huge monster, keep watching. Previous to this, bread was mainly used as what they call a trencher, which is when you have a big piece of stale bread. You'd eat your food off it like you would a plate, and then you'd either eat the trencher, the bread, the stale bread, feed it to a dog, or give it to a poor person. Like a kind of disposable plate, I guess. And when I say poor person, I mean there were people starving on the streets, everywhere. So the sandwich became very popular with the aristocracy of the time. By the 1800s, sandwich shops and sandwich bars started popping up in London. A bit like today really, everywhere. There's the most popular thing. It was available, it was affordable by then. It was the thing to have. Have yourself a nice fresh sandwich. Even royalty eat them. I'd also like to say thank you so much for all the support on my last video. I'd love to make more videos like that. As I said, it comes down to time, and that's what I'm trying to do with my Patreon. So if you want me to make more videos like that, please join my Patreon, please support me, and get some awesome rewards, and maybe win this. So if you want to join the British Cook Patreon community, click the link that's coming up right there. Or is it there? Anyway, for $5 a month, it's like buying me coffee if you enjoy what I do. Thank you so much. Freshly baked oven fresh bread. Doesn't everyone love the smell of bread? And this is just a lovely thing to be making in the morning. If you want to know how to make bread at home, I've got an amazing video where I show you how to make bread just like this. No kneading, not hours and hours of proving, not complicated, very simple. So if you want to see that video on how I make bread, there's a link to that coming up right now. This is going to be so delicious. So I'm going to cut the bread with this old knife. Look at that lovely crumb, lovely aeration, nice and crispy on the outside. Make your bread at home, it's so easy. Just look at it, lovely. At this point, I guess you're all thinking, well, I've seen a sandwich being made before. It's about the order it goes on the bread. Trust me, it makes a massive difference. It's like a scone. Tastes completely different with cream on top as it does with jam on top. So get this in the right order. Butter. Always start off with a nice good butter. I do, funny enough, have a video on how to make butter at home, should you wish to check that out. If your bread's cut like mine and slightly bigger, you want to keep the biggest part as a base and this for the top. Get your butter and absolutely slam that on there. Lots of butter, it's going to be delicious. Next up, salt. Lots of salt, quite a lot of salt. Good grind of salt in there. And these are the sort of tips you won't find anyone else telling you about. Next up, beef. In my mind, the worst thing you can do with a sandwich is not put enough filling in it. 4 slices. So we've got this lovely big base here and we're going to absolutely smother that with horseradish sauce. Horseradish sauce. And the trick to this basically is to absolutely smother it on, okay? So you want lots and lots of horseradish. Really cover that in sauce. Horseradish is a root that grows, I guess, all over the place really, probably in Europe as well. If you like things really hot, you can make your own horseradish at home and that can be really quite fiery. Next up, pepper. Want to get a lot of pepper on top of there as well. Good grinding of pepper on top of that horseradish. There'll be some people that say that you want the horseradish on the bottom as well, but you don't. You want the horseradish when you bite into it to squeeze out to the top of your mouth and really give it that kind of hot horseradish delicious taste. So grab yourself a nice sharp knife and we're just going to cut through this. Have a quick look at this beef and horseradish sandwich. Absolutely amazing. You can make this yourself at home, so easy. Just follow the steps that I gave you and it won't go wrong. Delicious. And don't forget, I love you all. Thank you so much for sharing, for subscribing, for liking and leaving me comments. Thank you so much from me, British Cook. Goodbye.